Hi, I'm Maren, and today we're going to make chocolate chip ice cream, which is one of my favorite chocolate recipes. It is a really deep, rich chocolate ice cream that any chocolate lover is going to enjoy. It's not like the vanilla ice cream where you just put some chocolate in it. This has a deep chocolate flavor between the chocolate powder and the melted chocolate chips in the base. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our milk, and then we'll add our cream. This is the exact recipe that I used in my ice cream shop, and we used it for many different types of chocolate ice cream. We used it for a mint chocolate gooey brownie. We used it for our picante chocolate, which is like our Mexican chocolate. It's super spicy. It's wonderful with a little bit of cinnamon. So what I'm doing here is I'm just putting in all of our ingredients, our wet ingredients. Now I'm going to add my dry ingredient, which is my cacao powder. And we want to make sure that we whisk this in really well so that we get all the chunks out of it before we put in the sugar and melt the chocolate chips. Nobody wants to have chunks of chocolate powder in their ice cream. And one thing you may have noticed is that I added the eggs right away. I didn't temper them in. If all of your cream and your eggs and everything is room temperature, before you add it, you don't have to temper the eggs. And it cuts down on the time for cooking your base by about 50%. So it'll take about 10 minutes to cook instead of 20, which is also really nice. However, if you do start with cold cream and milk, you will have to warm it up on the stove and then temper in your eggs. So just set your milk out a little bit, 20, 30 minutes before you do everything else. All right, so now we have our cacao powder incorporated. I'm gonna add my sugar. Now, using organic cane sugar is your best bet. It cooks better, it doesn't leave too sweet of an ice cream, and you get to really taste the flavors of a really good cream. And then we're gonna add our chocolate chips. Really gives some heft to the chocolate. We're just gonna kind of stir this in, and then we're gonna go over and put it on the stove and cook it. And again, it'll take about 10 minutes. Hi, we are back with our chocolate ice cream. And right now, we're at about 170 degrees. So at 160, you wanna make sure that you're continually stirring this. We're gonna take it up to 193 degrees. If you have a digital thermometer, you can really hone in on that temperature. Otherwise, you have to look at some other things that will help you know when you hit 193. One of them is the ice cream will kind of start getting puffy. It will also become a little bit thicker and cling to the back of the spatula. It's not quite there yet. It's still running off a little bit, but we are very, very close. As soon as we hit 193, I'm going to take it off of the stove and I'm going to put it in a container in an ice bath. So we're almost there. If you do happen to overcook it a little bit and the eggs curdle a little bit, there's a really simple fix for that. Just use an immersion blender to get rid of some of the chunks and it will be perfect. You don't have to start over. All right, we are at 193 degrees. The chocolate base has poofed up a little bit, and now we're gonna put it in our container and put it in the ice bath to cool it down to room temperature. After it cools all the way down, we are going to then put it in the refrigerator. I would say probably 4 to 6 hours. You can put it in overnight and then it'd be perfect. So it's a good idea. Maybe make it the night before you want to serve your ice cream, and that way it'd be nice and cool. So we're going to leave it in the ice bath and we'll come back to you in just a minute. All right, so now I have taken the chocolate base out of the refrigerator. It's been in there overnight, so it's really nice and cold, and it's gonna freeze pretty quickly in this machine. This machine is air cooled, so it can keep freezing the ice cream until it gets the consistency you want. Sometimes if you use one of the bowl freezers that you KitchenAid attachment. It's really nice to have, but make sure your base is really cold. It will work really well. Just want to start off with a cold base. All right, so all I'm going to do is pour the chocolate base into the basin. I'm going to scrape out the little extra. We don't want to leave any in there. Okay, I'll put the lid on, turn it on, and come back in about 20 minutes. Okay, the chocolate ice cream is ready. I'm gonna turn it off, and we're gonna take a look at it. It's got this nice, soft serve consistency, and we'll put it in our container. And the best thing to do is you can eat it right now. It's absolutely fabulous. However, if you want it to be a little bit more firm, go ahead and put it in the freezer for about 4 to 6 hours. This chocolate ice cream has a little bit more sugar in it, so it will take a little longer for it to set up. And once you get the ice cream in here, you can mix in chocolate chips, the snappy chocolate chips. You can put Oreos in it. You can put toffee in it. You can do all sorts of stuff. So anyway, this is a really fun ice cream to do. I highly recommend it. Enjoy. Okay, now we're gonna serve the chocolate ice cream. It has come out as very soft serve right now. We're gonna eat it right away. I am going to put some Oreos on one of them just for fun. And then on the other one, I'm gonna put the snappy chocolate chips. Do you guys want a little bit of both on both ice creams? You want some? Yeah. You want that better?
Whatever you put on there makes me
That's better.
happy.
You want some Oreos on yours?
I'm definitely a chocolate person.
Okay.
I'll go for
All right.
it.
All right. Here you go. Okay. Enjoy. Yeah, you like it? What do you think? Lisa?
Maren, this is so amazing.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Wow. It's very chocolatey, yeah?
It is, but you know, it's no sweeter really than the vanilla, even though you said it had more sugar in it.
Yeah, it does. It has a little bit more, but the chocolate part tamps it down a little bit. But it's not vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup in it. It's like that cacao powder's in it, so it gives it that deep, rich flavor. How about you, Abby?
It's very good chocolate.
Coming from a chocoholic, does it pass muster?
It does.
Okay.
It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
I agree.
Okay, I guess we'll have to keep that going in the house for a while, huh?
Good thing you live across the street.
It is a good thing. Well, enjoy. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. This is delicious.
Very good.
Thank you for watching my videos on making ice cream. If you want to find some more information, you can go to my website at abbysicecream.com. It's A-B-I-S icecream.com. You can also find us on Instagram and look for new videos coming out all the time. Thank you. For the love of ice cream.